I think most of us, if not all, have heard of Sonic the Hedgehog, the furry blue animal who made his way into gamers' hearts and managed to make us think that we could run as fast as the wind. However, in the last few years, Sonic has sadly suffered a decline, losing in sales and reception to the plumber from Nintendo, Mario. So now I want to take a look back at the days where Sonic was king, when people knew him even better than Mickey Mouse. In the late 80s, Sega came out with the Genesis, a machine for playing video games which had a greater graphical capacity to the Nintendo NES. However, unlike the NES, it had no recognizable mascot to entice kids to buy the machine. So, Sega analysts started coming up with a new concept. They gathered ideas from all kinds of materials, including Michael Jackson's Bad, and what they came up with was something really new. A small, anthropomorphic blue hedgehog called Sonic. At first, the plan was to have him in a band, playing with other animals. However, in the end, it was decided to make him super fast, a way to mark their superiority over Nintendo, whose plumber is admittedly quite slow. They created a new development team called Sonic Team to start a new game. However, this was not the first appearance of Sonic. He started appearing in merchandise for other Sega games, including racing games. The game was marketed as having blast processing, a method of gaming that had not appeared before. It allowed the character to run faster than before and without any noticeable frame rate drop. The game was an instant success. With its awesome marketing, Sega does what Nintendo don't. It attracted viewers instantly. The game's story is simple. It's about an evil doctor called Dr. Eggman in Japan or Dr. Robotnik in the USA. The Dr. Robotnik's plan is to enslave the animals and turn them into robots. But Sonic, being the protector of nature, doesn't want any of this. So he traverses many different zones and collects 6, not 7, 6 Chaos Emeralds in the first game to stop his nefarious plan. The gameplay is also quite simple. It's a typical side-scroller. You jump, you bounce on enemies to destroy them, but it's addictive. You can go through levels really fast, but sometimes it's not recommended because of all the obstacles that are sort of like an Indiana Jones movie. These obstacles can range from lava, spikes. In my own personal opinion, one of the game's greatest shortcomings is its ending. If you do not get the 6 Chaos Emeralds, the game will have a bad ending, telling you to start the game over and do it right. This is wrong because not every gamer is a completionist. Sometimes people just want a casual experience, and this kind of ending seems kind of like cheat. It angers you, and it doesn't make you want to play the game again. Out of all the 6 zones, my personal favorite was always Marble Zone. I like the lava and the stone and the ancient Greek setting. The most popular and recognizable one is Green Hill Zone, the first one, the classic. It's very simple, very easy to get through, and I don't know why, but I remembered when I was little, the Sonic Mega Collection, that level kicked my ass. Sonic 2, easy. Sonic 3, easy, but Green Hill Zone, something about it happened to me. I always fell on the spikes and everything. But it's a very fun level too. It's colorful, it's bright, and the enemies are pretty nice to see the first time around. And the final boss is pretty fun. The ball moving from side to side. Eggman is pretty pathetic. He normally takes 8 hits, I think, to kill. And most of the times, he's not a very challenging boss, just there to put a small obstacle. Overall, the game is quite easy. You can pass it in about 40-50 minutes if you know like basic mechanics. And a fun thing that is a feature on many of the newest releases, such as iOS and the iPad, is that you can check how fast you play the game, your speed runs, and try to replay each level to make them shorter and shorter and be a skilled player. However, this game is worth getting in any console. You can get it on the Genesis, you can get it on the Xbox, Xbox 360, pretty much any console. You can play it online. If you want to play it, there's nothing stopping you from playing it. Overall, I will have to say that Sonic 1991 is a very recommended game, except if it's in the Game Boy Advance. I would overall give it an 8.5 out of 10, and I have to say, I love those rings. Way better than the coins in Mario, guys.